Okay, so for the first probably long form video, it is going to be a long form video. Wednesday was one of the craziest, kind of scary days I've had this year, if not the past 5 years. I don't know. So as always, it's super hot in California, and I'm not a very good heat person. I hate heat. I don't know. But I was working in my garage, and I have no air conditioning in my garage, obviously, because who does? I don't know. But yeah, it was hot. I was sweaty. I felt gross, and the heat kind of makes my stomach act up. So I had some like bowel issues. I don't know. I don't know how to not grossly describe that. But as always, Harris Casino Show trivia. So I was running a little late because I was setting up a game that I'll talk about later. But I was setting it up on my computer, and then I had to use my, I had to go to the bathroom to solve my bowel issues. And then I was running late, so I quickly got my questions and all that. And during all of this, I had myself an energy drink, because energy drinks help me focus when I work, and it gets me energy, obviously, right? That's a very important detail. So I'm on the way to work. I'm running a little late, but not super late, but I am hurrying. And I just remember that on the drive there, I felt kind of like off. Not like I felt bad, but I felt like, I don't know how to describe it. I felt like frustrated. I don't know. I was low-key sick of driving, if that makes sense. Which was a precursor to what happened. So I go to the show. I'm running a little late, but because the heat, like I said, messes up my bowels, I had to go do an emergency bowel discharge. that's how it works. In the bathroom when I got there. So I did that, and then it was already like 15 minutes before my show starts, which is enough time to set up, but it's definitely not a lot of time, you know what I mean? So I get there, and then it's my normal IT helper guy, and then a new girl who he was training, just in case like he's off and can't like help me, you know what I mean? So she was cool. I didn't figure out her name already because I'm fucking awful with names. I know it started with a C though, so if somehow she's watching this, I am sorry. But yeah, I was introducing myself, and my energy was flowing, right? I had the energy drink. I was flowing. I was like doing my thing. I felt good enough, I guess. But I got set up, and then I just remember like my energy was causing me. I was super energetic. Like, I don't know how else to describe it besides super energetic. And then people were asking me like questions when I was trying to set up, and I was running a little behind because when I run behind, I don't have the graphic that has the code on how to sign up, like the instructions on how to sign up. So I had to help people sign up while I was setting up the screens. And then that was fine. Like I do it all the time, right? And then a lot of people showed up. It was like almost 30 people that were showing up, which was great. Like I was wishing for 30 people, and I finally got 30 people, so that was great. And then I remember I was just setting up, and we're about to start. And then there's one guy who was like, this guy's gonna be a common theme for today. But this one guy kept like trying to talk to me while I was working, which normally 100% I love, it's fine. But today it was a little bit frustrating, not frustrating, but it was a little tad annoying, because I couldn't answer his questions, answer other people's questions, and finish setting up. So I had to like, I guess, quickly answer his stuff and then move on, if that makes sense. But yeah, I start the show. I know I'm yabbering a lot, but it sets up what happened. So I start the show, right, and my energy is pumping, flowing, and I just remember like, I don't know why I keep saying remember. It's not like I forget, but what happened was I was starting to like fumble my words, and I wasn't doing a great job of communicating what needed to be done. And like my heart was like pounding because all the energy. And like I remember like low-key running out of breath sometimes, and I had to like catch my breath. And then I was powering through the introductions, and then like there were some times where like I had to like stop, take a breath, and I guess people weren't, I don't think people were like curious to what was happening, because I think they were just normal. I think. But then right when I was about to start reading the questions, and my heart was pumping from all the energy, I just felt like a pain in my chest, and my heart was like hurting, and I couldn't breathe, and then I just got super lightheaded. So if you remember last week, this kind of happened but just not to this extent. Where last week I was sweating profusely for some reason, and at the end of the game I just got super lightheaded. But this week was so much worse, where like I felt like my heart, I don't want to say it stopped, but it hurt. And like I bent over, caught my breath, and then people were still looking at me because it was the introductions still, or just about to be the first question, I mean. So like they were expecting me to do my thing. So I looked down and then powered through it. Somehow I fucking powered through it, and I got through the first question, and I put the music on, and once I put like a long song on to give myself some time, and then I called up my tech guy, because they walk away when everything's like starting, and I was on the phone with him, but then people started coming up to me to ask questions, so I was trying to answer their questions, all while I feel like fucking shit. My heart was back to pounding again, which was great, but I still felt super lightheaded. And then I answered their questions while I was on the phone, and then when I finished with them, I was on the phone, I was like, hey, can you come back real quick? I was like, yeah, what's wrong? I was like, I just started feeling like absolute shit, and I need you to watch people. And they're like, okay, yeah, for sure. And I was like, I'll wait for you to get here. He's like, no, just go. So I was like, okay. So I fucking briskly walked to the bathroom, and I'm already at 6 minutes, so let me make part 2 real quick, but yeah, give me a sec.